Welcome to the place of many delights, the Kingdom of Anandapur. The Maharajah Jungle Trek is a trail through the Royal Anandapur Forest. For centuries, the Rajahs of Anandapur hunted tigers in this mystical forest. In 1544, King Bhima decreed the forest as a royal preserve only open to the royal family and their invited guests, building a royal hunting lodge in the forest. In an effort to make his sport easier, he had his subjects enclose portions of the forest and walls. He would use these spaces to lure and trap the tigers. He was later killed in a hunting accident. Subsequent Maharajahs, seeing the error of this endeavor, would focus more on protecting wildlife and living in balance in nature, before the palace is eventually abandoned. In 1948, after the end of the British colonial rule, the royal forest was given to the people of Anandapur, who turned the ruins of the old complex into a nature preserve to protect the remaining tigers and wildlife. The villagers opened the sanctuary to the outside world. They take great pride in the forest and they share their love of animals with visitors that explore this refuge. After passing through the guardhouse at the entrance of the trail, we find 3 viewing areas for the resident Komodo dragon, which can be found lurking on the rocks by a stream. Down the path, we will find 2 viewing areas for lion-tailed macaques. We will find them living in the shadow of cliffs nearby. These macaques, 3 sisters, were added in 2016. This exhibit originally hosted Malayan tapirs until 2010. Built onto the side of the cliffs, Adavika Station 12 is a local community center located next to a habitat for giant Malayan flying foxes. The center is dressed to host lectures on the center's resident bats, and terrariums containing small animals can also be found within the space, such as the tree monitor. The viewing area for the bats is open air, and the building is divided in such a way that visitors can bypass the bats. The last terrarium in Adavika Station 12 houses prehensile-tailed skinks. Leaving the station, the trail continues through the ruins of the Royal Hunting Lodge. We pass by an outdoor viewing area for the bats. Up the stairs, we come across the fountain view that gives us our first glimpse of the royal tiger. The resident tigers can watch prey animals grazing nearby. Here we'll also get our first glimpse of the water buffalo. Amidst the crumbling ruins and mosaics of the past kings of Anandapur, tigers become the palace's new reigning royalty, with pools and fountains for the cats to play in addition to whatever enrichment activities are introduced in their different habitat locations. When the trails originally opened, Bengal tigers were the main inhabitants. As of 2016, endangered Sumatran tigers have become the main focus. Near a local drinking water station, various herbivores can be found grazing in the fields out of reach of the tigers. Inhabitants in this exhibit include water buffalo, named after the Golden Girls, 19-year-old Elge deer Emma, and black buck. Just past the water station and crossing the bridge on the left-hand side, we'll find bar-headed geese. Elge deer Emma, Saras crane, and one final view of the water buffalo. On the right side of the bridge, we get a view into another tiger habitat before the trail passes by the ruins of the tomb of Anantha, the founding ruler of Anandapur, with bas reliefs telling the foundational myth of this kingdom. Nature was in perfect balance until Anantha upsetted the balance of nature after cutting down the sacred tree. After being plagued by natural disasters, he replanted and learned to live in harmony with nature. The Red Temple, built by one of Bhima's successors, holds the relocated sarcophagus of Anantha, as well as a final view of the tigers and the entrance to the aviary. The aviary is hosted in the ruins of the palace's Great Hall, a walled garden built by Bhimi's brother. Mostly reclaimed by nature, the ballrooms now host the small shrines and feeders for the palace's resident birds. Among the 26 species found within the Great Hall include Indian pygmy goose, fallicated teal, metallic starlin, golden crested myna, pied imperial pigeon, Malayan gray argus, crested wood partridge, blue-crowned laughing thrush, Edward's pheasant, hooded pita, Nicobar pigeon, red-billed Liothrix, Victoria crown pigeon, Shama thrush, gray-capped emerald dove, black-collared starling, masked lapwing, green jungle fowl, white-eared cibia, frogmouth, outside the aviary and back towards the village, we find another island shrine that has become home for gibbons who often travel to the river, stopping to feed or rest. With that, we find ourselves back in the village of Anandapur. In time, we'll return and explore the mythical village as well as nearby Harambe. Until next time, safe travels, everyone.